Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Assistant Chief Yasser Bashir with the Houston Police Department, joined by Chief of Police Noe Diaz, members of the command staff, and DPS. I'll provide preliminary information regarding an officer-involved shooting in the 6300 block of North Wayside, which is approximately 100 feet behind me. At approximately 11:02 hours, we received multiple calls regarding a male shooting at a moving vehicle with an automatic weapon. Officers immediately responded to the scene and arrived a few minutes later. Upon arriving, officers located that individual and began to give him verbal commands and also told him to drop the weapon. The officers engaged with the suspect and discharged the weapons multiple times. The suspect was struck more than once and he was transported to a local hospital where he is receiving medical attention. Now, prior to the officers arriving, the suspect shot at moving vehicles. He shot 3 vehicles, of which two of those vehicles, citizens were struck, and 3 citizens were struck by the suspect discharging his weapon, and they are in stable condition and they have received medical attention. 3 HPD officers discharged their weapon, and 1 DPS trooper. The officers were not injured, and they are still at the scene at the moment. As I stated, this is an ongoing investigation. Our Houston Police Department, SIU, District Attorney's Office, and IED, and the Texas Rangers are conducting parallel investigations. Per policy, the officer's body-worn cameras will be released within 30 days. As I mentioned, the district preliminary investigation is still active, and if there are any witnesses who saw this shooting or witnessed anything, please call our homicide division at 713-308-3600, or you may call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. And now this concludes the preliminary briefing, and now does anybody have any questions?
Of the 3 people that were shot, were they all adults?
I do know one was the mother and a daughter, but I do not have the ages at this time.
A child?
That's going to be part of the investigation. We can release the information later on.
Were the 3 people shot all in the same car?
No, there were 3 vehicles. 1 vehicle, nobody was injured. And one of the vehicles was the mom and the daughter. Another vehicle was another citizen.
What started this?
We don't know, but that's going to be part of us looking into what started this.
What kind of weapon was
It was a rifle, and we do have that in custody at the moment.
How old is the suspect, and where was he shot?
He's a black male in his 30s. He was struck more than once. That's all I can give you at the moment.
Last question.
What kind of firearm was he carrying?
As I stated, a rifle.
Chief Diaz,
Yes, ma'am.
really quick, to see this happening in the city of Houston, we've spoken to several eyewitnesses that describe this as BS. We see a man who's accused of shooting into people's cars that were just driving in this area. What do you say to the constituents, the people of the city of Houston, the people that live around this area?
Well, again, this is an isolated incident. We don't know what state the gentleman that actively shot at passerbys, what his mental state was, so I'm not going to question that person's mental state, but it was responded to appropriately. We got here within minutes. I want to thank our partners at DPS for driving from the tag when they dropped the call of an active shooter. It truly is a collaborative effort. Today we're just glad that no one was seriously injured, and we're working towards the investigation. It's going to take a little bit to put all this together on the scene, but we're confident in the brave work that our men and women did today. And I don't want that to get lost in the message that every day the Houston Police Department, these men and women, are running towards gunfire to these kinds of incidents to make sure that the community is safe. And I'm proud for the work that they did today. I'm glad that they immediately rendered aid to the person who shot at other people. I want to thank the fire department because I understand that one of the victims drove themselves to the nearby fire station. The fire department immediately rendered aid, potentially saving that person's life. Anything else? Yes, ma'am. En español? Okay. Hoy como las... Can you hear me? Sorry. Hoy está la mañana aproximadamente antes de mediodía. Un sospechoso en la escena esa, estamos aquí como en el 62, 6200. 62, 63, la calle St. Louis, un sospechoso armado con un arma de fuego. Empezó, no sabemos por qué, empezó a balacear a carros que estaban pasando por la carretera. A ese momento el sospechoso balaceó a 3 carros, hirió a 3 personas. 2 de las personas iban en el mismo carro, una mamá y una niña. Una niña no sabemos qué edad, pero esa mamá tuvo la voluntad de irse a la casa de bomberos cerca y los bomberos rápidamente les asistieron. Los oficiales llegaron aquí, le dieron demandas al sospechoso que bajara el arma de fuego. Hubo un intercambio de tiroteos. El sospechoso recibió varias heridas. Entonces los oficiales inmediatamente entraron a darle auxilio o ayudarle a la persona que empezó la balaceada. Y en esos momentos yo creo está estable en el hospital. Les queremos dar las gracias a las otras agencias del Departamento de Seguridad Pública del Estado por la asistencia y por la colaboración de los oficiales. Es algo que pasó, es algo raro que pase aquí en este área y no sabemos por qué el sospechoso empezó el tiroteo. No sabemos en qué situación estuvo él personalmente. Ahorita estamos en los trámites de la investigación.
¿Sabe el estado de salud de la menor?
Tengo entendido que todos están estables en un hospital cerca.
¿Puede mencionar lo que dijo el subjefe de cuántos oficiales dispararon?
Claro, dispararon 3 policías del Departamento de Policía de Houston y un patrullero de la Policía Estatal.
¿El individuo se resguardó en una residencia?
Sí, ahorita a este momento empezamos que es la residencia de él y es donde empezó un poquito más tiroteo entre los oficiales y el sospechoso hasta que se paró el tiroteo. Entonces le dimos ayuda al sospechoso.
Un testigo se dio cuenta del tiroteo y vimos en un video que les decía a las personas que se detuvieran, que no avanzaran. Él pudo tal vez
Sí,
haberle salvado la vida.
es toda una comunidad, ¿verdad? La persona que les dijo a esas personas que no se arrimaran, quizás ayudó a que nadie más recibiera una herida o algo, una tragedia.
Can you say that in English, sir? The part about the Good Samaritans helping one
Sure,
another?
sure. So the reporter just asked about the Good Samaritan stopping and telling people to stay away, and he suggested that perhaps yes, the Good Samaritan saved someone from being injured or being shot and didn't get away of the police activity. So obviously the Good Samaritan did a great thing today to make sure that the community is safe, and I applaud him for him or her for getting involved and being responsible and caring about the community that much.
Can you confirm real quick which fire department did the person get
I-
shot at, and where did the officer involved shooting happen?
Okay, the officer involved shooting happened actually in the intersection at the 6300 block of Northwest Side at the intersection of St. Louis.
Okay.
And the residence, we believe it's a suspect's residence at this time.
And where? Oh, go
And the
ahead.
fire station is 43? Fire station 43 is where the mom took their child to the nearby station, station 43.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all, I appreciate, thank you for coming, I appreciate y'all, bye-bye.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.